To Flutter Bits, where the goal is to provide quick overviews to some key Flutter widgets that you can immediately use and expand upon in your own Flutter projects. As always, links to further information and code samples will be below, and if you find this information useful, please like and subscribe. Today we will be creating a scaffold inside of our material app. We only need to install the Flutter material library for this to work. The scaffold contains several UI elements that will help us with our layout and our navigation. Inside the material app, we will focus on the home property, and in the home we will return a scaffold. Both the material app and the scaffold widget have numerous configurations. However, within the scaffold we will focus on the AppBar, which will return as an AppBar. We will also have a drawer, and we will return a drawer widget. And then we'll also have the body, which is anything we care to return as a widget. So today we're just going to return some basic text and just say Flutter bits scaffold. Let's get rid of this error, and under the app bar we will focus on, just for now, the title. Title is a text, and we will just say Flutter bits app bar, and then we can also change the background. And we can just specify colors dot, let's do blue-gray. Now if we come down here and just quickly reload, you'll see that we have now this brand new app bar as well as our body that's returned as Flutter bits. So then we can move on to our drawer. Now let's focus on the drawer. The drawer, all it returns to is, when you hover over it, is a child widget. So we're going to return child. However, we're going to return a list view widget. This allows us to return several different widgets. So let's go for children, and one of the children's we're going to turn is a list tile, and the list tile has several different aspects to it, but one of them is the leading, and this is going to be basically the leading widget that comes with it. We're going to add a icon widget. Let's turn icon and then return icons.search, let's just say, and then save this. And if we refresh, what we'll see on the drawer is we now have this search icon. So after the leading icon, we can add a title. For our title, we're just going to return some text. And again, we'll keep it simple and just say search. Again, refresh, and then come back over here, and now we have our search. So since this is a list view, we can add multiple tiles. Let's go ahead and add another one. Let's go, leading, and we will do another icon. Icons.login, and then title, we will say login for our text. Login. Okay, and hit refresh again. And now we have our other login. Keep in mind that these are just widgets, so we can do a lot of different things to improve the quality and the look. So we can wrap this whole list view within a container and give that container a color maybe, and just say, hey, this color is amber, right? And so then we refresh and then come back here, and our whole scaffold then be a brand new color. But there's nothing to say we can't change individual colors here or the top here. There's a limitless view, different types of components we can change, colors, fonts, those types of things. While we're here, why don't we make this a little bit easier to read and work with? So let's remove this drawer. And what I've done is I've actually taken all the components out and put it into its own file. So then we can take this component here and change this to reference that widget that we have taken. So just AppBar, and then, oops, that should be FB drawer, right? And then notice that really nothing really changes here. It all looks exactly the same, and that's because I just copied that content over to that FB drawer file. For the FB file, I did add a little bit of centering here and change the text sizing a little bit more. So let's change the body to be its own page and call this FB body. And again, let's refresh. Notice that it just changes here. And then the last part here is changing this AppBar. And instead, we're going to call it our FB AppBar. And then, sorry, we need to remove. Actually, we need to change this here. It's not an FB AppBar or AppBar. This is FB AppBar. And then, there we go. Save it and hit refresh. And here we are. We have our drawer, we have our AppBar, and then we have our body. As I've stated, there's plenty of things we can expand upon the scaffold, even the material app within each of these AppBars, drawers, and the bodies. And we will focus on some of those in some of the later tutorials. So if you found this useful at all, please like and subscribe. Thanks.